Tingaki bakuiburwa bakorererwa 24-hour ambulance services chigokoro obosombi bw'abarwaire chinse 20 na nyekera lituko obulendi bw'abarwaire ase chinchira chitakeire nigo gutumia insurance ya SHA ijo kweli kekigima na inde kwarorerwa kekima Ronya Hospital Keumbu nigegotoke bara ya Kisi Keroka chimita chimisa no kurwa Keumbu Market na buku banyorase namba yesimi 0768-350999. Ronya Hospital Keumbu, modern medicine we care.
Karibu Mwalimu International Hotel Kisi kwa mandhari ya kupendeza. Tuko na vyakula vitamu vinavyopikwa na wapishi waliohitimu kama vile samaki, nyama choma, kuku na aina zote za vyakula vya kienyeji. Conference hall kwa kufanyia mikutano aina yoyote, vyumba vya kulala vya hali ya juu, vinywaji mbalimbali kwenye bar na restaurant, mahali pa kubarizi, mchezo wa pool table na parking ya magari ya kutosha. Pia unaweza fanya booking kwa sherehe kama vile harusi, baby shower, graduation, birthday, sherehe ya watoto na zinginezo. Tunapatikana mjini Kisii, Mashauri nyuma ya jengo la Mwalimu Sacco. Kwa mengi zaidi, tutembelee au kupiga simu kwa nambari 0792267062. Mwalimu International Hotel, at your service. Welcome to Hurricane Academy Kisii, a modern mixed day and boarding school offering CBC curriculum at preschool, primary and junior secondary levels. It provides a serene learning environment, enough qualified teachers, modern facilities such as library, computer and science laboratories, classes and dormitories, playgrounds and accessories, and they nurture talents and excel in sports, and their scholars are picked and dropped home. To secure a chance for your child, visit us at Yatwenya, Kisii Maran Road, 2 kilometers outside Kisii town, or call 0755 331318. Hurricane Academy, the future is here.
Etaya TV, Omorabu Wagusi.
We are Kimo Manchuri with other vision and also so better than into the Alatasumu with a blue shows to get Jumaine, Jumaine Yomoyo, Yumutini Okiana, Yojakama, Bitromantini Octopi, with a Matuna Kunyasana, Asivali Babua Timuru, better than the Timuru, Matukana, Matamba, so Kikola Kazi. Abakonyora ose projection y'Rwanda abakonyora matuka kunyoka kweli tukurera rwanda abageni baita class studio adujukwana mangana at 2027 roadmap tukurarina mu gusinda yale monyane ebinge byabeyo rosa sianze konya go change kila litu tubate byama ao abantu baende gukora alignment y'ase political party tunataka kuangalia hiyo asemambi yaboni kono tole n'abageni baito as studio asemambi yabona no bantu bate Charles kwasi kama ya PDP ati gototebya mange kigima na ki soba batinge tobokano we going to what the political analyst kurwa se county ya Nyamira Evans Nyaribo ena jigo tokonya mange sana asitoni kase magaya tent around in ya Kenya buya ke na minene buya gototebya badai kwa kama mwananchi inyorana okwelicho waka numwake kurangwa ta district tujukwana barabo kimgamba ili bagesa libiriti ya chi sana nyongeza ni kandiali bageri ndari charari asini kama mwananchi bakoma hiyo tuko na fulani mayunga na arude process immediate transmission tuanze na hiyo bakoma ile SMS yako ikuje kwa ungwana hivyo duraga ni kwa boli ase mambi yako. Karibu sana abageni baita studio mwatemi sana mwaika mapema ni tutajikora kwa na maana magazeti tunashukuru sana kwa kuja bwana, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Nyamira nga ayo Nyamira mbiyere
Nyamira bado nerwarete nerwarete sindani
okay go bitue Charles, karibu sana sa studio we talk kwa ndinayo antina yuwa kwa lingara sinini ile ndege ya chiri kwako. Yes, karibu sana kusi andura kwa na mangana birate awos ngakia sikware ngakia nsembiere ko onyanya mire rwarete Kenya rwarete mono nereta gite sindani
Kenya no ngakia sinya Kenya is on the right trajectory
rwarete
yeah no
Kenya nere rwarete mono
Ingo Kenya ni rwarete
mono
we need to on a base, we are setting a base
Nyamira no mwana nyina kabwata liko bo mwana na bagotwara yo Kenya rwarete Nyamire kama bagotwara liko bali angena
yes na yo Nyamira ni rwarete Kenya rombiere oyo tebrena igobona Kenya ki rwarete mira we kirwara yensingi ba kirwara. Yes Charles ora kwa ngo mwanchi muri asema bya bonika omuyo na malita kind
abaligereria we TV yaito yetaya kuba kwania bitukoria rero nankuba mbuya wakire samaria tangoro Charles Oigara igondo muri monana gwe kama ya People's Democratic Party ekyo kebwate chingekero chiaye chinene asorogongo wagusi bia mono toligere motu to kwanirane sto wata magoso motorusie esemo nyara goto sami motosemi cause inseye ondeta yo kemanyete once no wasemi atokolia oli to manto semani na ino oli momata mototewi bia mono
bia sana ndana si evangelina kwa introduction ikiamambo yake abekire chinge chances
buna abolirio morali abolirio kama keremoyo pi obokano ono bunembule gotuga to nya ko basoka wakuliberera na no maitenga chinga baka chibe ko mugaso na ichikoerania amaliogi onse na ekiamegeria People's Democratic Party arama ya no bokano diria konya tutaraja chinga kija devolution obokano obwata chinga 8 na Kenya ya bwata chi province 8 so igokore enga ya kosie ko buga ya Northeastern ya Nyanza kwa maega nyore lidim umugusi otenga livina embura yatu
bia ke mutenge ndase evaluations kwa mwanjumurire mofani motebi ngayo kurwaria ntuma uchaka bene kima kabadara Nyamira ni rwarete. Yes
bia mono moraria Brightin ne timu engima ya Eta TV once more again nataka watangambia mona solo twarika gaiga astogo chatwairania noyo mintwa SG PDB akwanire elinde tose mania sekunyarekana amarieta ngoro kwa Evans Nyaribo kurwa Nyamira County bumwagama ward to be specific the count of possibilities county area tantaine mono kobwe chinde. So we're here today, we'll discuss more.
Okay, thank you very much. Wadede county tantaine kobwe chinde kwa katoro kwa hapo kanali kise postara ndo mambo litino imamlo mawali domo vero no what are you brother to His Excellency?
I'm not related to His Excellency the governor. The only thing, we come from the same constituency, not Mugrango. He comes from our ward, I come from Magama ward. We are far, but we are not related in any way. Just a name.
Okay, we are son. Ikarto debana erodi mapya 2027. Ardo ajakiri wanchakira si Charles. So tutaraita abantu bajagete ko eriki unabakichukura. What can you say about that one? Ikarto debana na ramo commissioner yomo and delete. He saying that so far ere rotano. What can you say?
Miaka ya bere ko kokora bachori abarigereria twabere totabwatia commission ekiombekeria tenete chikura asoro gongo gwake but engakiega ikagatia ekiombeke karosi wabuna lichi kali bateba basoire office ngagete mbaraikana na matuko 90
asobisi wale 70-80 hapo.
Yes.
Kwa office. But bintu mbireli chikali bataya wenda okolekana una obuliki wechikura boli votali gotenena twabata banga continuous voter registration nero yachage tuwe litukole igoro na korora mbepangirio ya gocha kyo boli kyo igoro meroberio nere commission ye ta kora buya na goetere kiombe kia ebyama gegoro ku PPRC, Political Party Liaison Committee, that enge umbrella body ego chalia masilahi ebyama. We petition the commission. Na kibago cha kemero bili bwenge njokuno yo wataliko involve prime stakeholders. Prime stakeholders ni ebyama bile bibwata wa members bile bibwata wa na siasa ba bonds.
Yes.
Waka yield. Tukatwara mugutano litukolie chuma lima Machakos manzoni tukaererania nkibamanyete ningitomanyete lakini konyora litukolie ochagiria ikire baikire kolirwa bali koidana maiga tuaba challenge tinga you see aba akichikura bara wale members bile byame beyonce byama bile design na without abantu batabeti involved byo byaba bitabeti involved banta bamba gosoka no ni no gosoka uko leaders baba involved bakwanira abantu gose I'm sure wetani kirobo isato yaba Kenya mbamanya tenge exercise yake ngoja akagiage chumala so the commission erred by not doing publicity
iwamba publicity
tare ngororo na gochimotwa we agreed our political parties will engage in a commission bakwanira abantu because political parties mbali interested party mara watageta haki abachikura
Judge, do you think that they back on the deliberate because of timeline?
No, there is no particular timeline. No, aba iro bishama tukama ke. Aba liko chaka go kwanera stakeholders our political parties. Bagenda out for publicity, bagenda media stations, ichi TV, ichi radio, vernacular TVs, vernacular radio stations, chire Kenya ngibane chinyingi. Abantu bakwane gunatora bakwana bakombokamba bakwana keroro gongo rwa Kenya bakwane egitsase ke mayo chaka okialode gotu chaka ne chinguru chinene kubabuna ya chagete ne chinguru echinge but nevertheless inje buno omobwata ndwe kyama na omurai bworogongo na Kenya yonda tebye abana bali baito bakolire school barenga ko batanya opportunity yo basoka gochubwata chikura boniga program ya IBC gerenga tokubwata chikura service ya constituency matuko makangu motinyo yamo korwaro rotomago genda kere ward babwata korwa abantu baje kogenderio moeli rwagaruka mass registration ili baba ndakerege tuo so tikatwa take opportunity ye ndramanyereria tosoke tobwara chikura we even charge the commission abana abange ba qualified kubwata chikura bali school they are in university bande bayo around long holiday so they must make an effort tora rukorwe se constituency office na togenda this higher running institution chi divert togenda chi university abuna all the bulk of the voters wale bali targeted and the commission wale targeted 6 million 6.3 million 6.3 million mawe karane nusu watachieti kuna kwa kwana waligia abantu abese bagotoka abange mwana tayo da korumo Mombasa kwani university Oromo njari, oso oromo girango bwano, oso eso mugaga ndu ya naruende, goru mwagamo, almo moto mera fair, ate ko bwate kura, not mugirango. So tikata baba bwati ko chororo. By opportunity okora chesa ko simba manyete sabaruete, bamanyete bitu bya bonka, babwate chikura yese bali.
What can you say about it, Evans? About turnout, road turnout, nimero billion se kiranire, ena gwaje gabantu bari ko chat ngono ko.
Umuske Brighton nataka wanjira no muske Oigara na exercise yake nkianyorwa for obvious reasons abantu bari bamenya ko team we know them but atageta IB7 in place and these are the very enemies of this country. I'm not going to name them, but we know n'abantu bare bagerete commission ekanyorwa koba obvious.
Yes.
Again, the question nataka wanja no musiko igara nkweninga IBC neta kire genda an extra mile, like you said. We target those institutions, but again, Huduma centers are open everywhere. You go to any Huduma center, you register in a polling station of your choice. So then that one, the way to went ko Nyaribo.
Yes.
And then the current getting us here from the budget. I don't know how much was allocated for IBC to do this exercise, but at times, budget allocations go chere ya hinda some of these things. Even then they call kana but we are encouraging abantu baminto, especially abantu abakona kuoga ngamba tagete change. Go out, register, check your the validity of your vote, make sure your vote is okay. Even then to get rigwika. Okay, and don't chore umuntu you tagete. So I want to agree with him. IBC needs to do more than just enough.
That's very nice. Lakini engana nile kwa wana abantu abatagete. Mede kwa wana kwerusyo you just excluded yourself na abantu abatagete balete change. Don't need that.
Abantu barba ko murungan from day one. From the day the government was formed. Abantu barba keso na ba ko murungania. The people thought that William Ruto was not going to be a president. The Murungan from the day he was elected, during the petitions, from the very day he was sworn in, they have never seen anything good in this country. They have never seen anything in this government. So these are the same people we are challenging. They are equipped and we are ready. If elections comes tomorrow, we will go back and vote. So they need to mobilize themselves in big numbers, including there is a notion and yet IBC has protected 6 million. And how many registered votes we have in this country? 22 plus million votes. Then you wonder.
You have said that yes. Why
Nyaribo has been in Nyamira government since 2013. He was there as a deputy governor for 8 years. He's going to complete the 5 years now as a governor. So but looking at what is happening, Brightin, you know Nyamira as small as it is, as we are talking, you're about the bending bills, almost 1 billion, even more. As small county. Yes. Nyamira no mano tachetu. Uwente mwitachira. Oiru saiga. Anyuome ibange. You cannot blame Mwiguru Yukurite school. Agakono kiete soko agaje saiga. Agakono agajiramba saiga. We receive 6.8 billion Kenya shillings as equitable share every year for Nyamira County.
Do you think that this
200 grants in Brightin, kidogo?
Yes.
200 grants equivalent to 1 billion. From one bank to Furoka, the municipality. Another 1 billion. We generate more than 1 billion Brightin.
Do you think that this one in Nyamira about the program?
For me, it's Nyamira.
Because you come from Nyamira?
Not really, because it's the smallest county. We should not be having such.
The young man say, Nyaribo kaya turuja Kenya na kiwa on that.
Lagi pikir semua yang tirangaki. Na baroro bali bakuoga.
Yes, but you can adjust the mic or yes.
Bali bakuoga.
Yeah, yes.
Kuoga koyo Kenya. Kero mona wetu uswole kuoga kwana. The same way tutagete bali bakwana ngamba ndiko change obugambi bole Nairobi we present baenda babwate chikura. Na bali bako bwati bago wanendo ya Evans Nyaribo batagete change obora ibwa Nyamira na baro bagenda babwate chikura. So igo in the essence again tagana natura aba Kenya bagenda babwate chikura. Bali batagete change obora ibwe ward. Bakogenda ubwate kura. Bali mutagete change obora ibwe constituency. Bakogenda ubwate kura. Na bali mutagete change obora ibwe county genda bwate kura. Na inju batagete change obora ibwe nze. Na ngota bali twegende tewa togenda tobwate chikura. Bali tolabwata tokore those changes because ekero kwabwata go change omo MCO. Iko kwabwatire na no bwate opportunity ndakwa ebereri.
Yes.
Ombwa oje sende to change obora isibwetsi. So, iko ndo liko nga bali totagete go change obora ibwe nze ntogenda kubwate kura. And that's how we will get it wrong. Tigaba Kenya bali bayikire miaka yo kubwate kura. tubwate na bali barengoro babwate sababu yo gutachora mwata ba Kenya moralia
Yes.
ndubwato omore manganjo ingochora njao jongonya bono nkagete mwarorire korwa mwa MCA omochumbe egavana pake president bali batanga baraguo nga siasa ne yabantu batasometi siasa ne yabantu batabwati kende bagokora bono mwakerorire bali mwabwate chipesi bibu bono mwarore nga kijiko nindu na housing bali mwabwate chipesi mwarore nga kiko na junasha omongina olego akana NHIV yaye oyerorire bono onde tayo le save so paka takyora burai bwako runsa bako bwigorari to wehonda nga bonde mboro bodawele kokuna burai bonde bwanzi ngokuna bole una bono muralia abantu toyenda takolera eri amatanga tubwata gusi nigoro ya bonus aina ara matanga manene arororo totanda matanga abo Nyaribo lietali yawo ngaki nyamira yakule gusekara ICU oni ga matanga bagusiba bwate nabaremi bechai ni gocha kati obochori tukakora bochori obobe at county level tukakora bochori obobe at director level tukakora bochori obobe at national level cause echai itonyete bwati go lisikali nimo bwate duty yogo chikoni image ya Kenya na echai a president Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Agriculture na bachi ambassador chire chinse chiri chiko yue chai. So if we had it right kangando bwate chai ite bwate leda lisikali ekugurua.
So does it mean
it begins now no na rais na bwate kenda okora no ne bonus left right but ya aliko tuara na Kenya ne bwate image bilaterals.
Yes.
Chingi ya ne chinse chinde kanga tubata bigger market yechai so in extension we have good prices.
Does it mean according to ESG BDB na Kenya is not heading to a good direction? A good view?
Quite a number of issues are not working. Quite a number of issues. Don't have any umaene.
Serikali ya Kenya Kwanza.
Serikali ya Kenya no yebona ya chire ebobe mono kubwa bunero chimaiga because umaito tawati ubwamate ne jirani yao. Okay. Bono Kenya aba ne mibari cha aba director mama yatenga Kenya cha ya Kenya kanyeko kunywe gumono. Ito kingantu bwato ubwamate obobe bwa Kenya ne chinsechi. Woso mu ambassador totometa ororo igare stooge tama itingyako bado mu ambassador ne eliso ne bicha ya Kenya esense yale lero wenda korosyo bwa matobia akwana nabantu bali buya bachake korora bachake kugure chae buronge
igobona onako dani mijando Kenya ngwitera through the leadership
okay kuroboke bakobonene kuroba choli wedo wetundu bali bakobwense mbubwate enjera bokorere. Yes.
You were saying that we are moving to a right direction, Mr. Nyaribo. Lakini ochote vile naona pona siroje pale bakolera ankiora dia wa Kenya na we are heading
ya muno muraria amagana ya bonus ya it's true antongo murungani wale but again ntugwenda kumanyanga kicha ekonegwa and how did we find ourselves there? As my friend is saying, it is true. Nabono say to sanganyi nchengo not mugirango utawire shilingi 12. Whereas there is a factory yaena nete shilingi 50 Oikoyo na ndori geredi ya chief factory jingi cha Oikoyo na wala tijiweza chingo 40 shillings. Let's see mara ya kwanza, but again you look at it critically, the same factory yaena nete 50 shillings last bonus ya denge 67
80 labda
zingine mpaka 80. Bon, ekarato mwenda kama honest, tote wanyeke nga there is a problem, like he said, and the lapses as leadership, I'll come there.
Yo kuanjira nenda mkomor Kenya.
But collectively, okay. I'm coming there. Go on. Ekaro monta went from 72 shillings mpaka 50. He lost 22 shillings per kilo. Into Samanya, Karato went 23 mpaka 13. We lost 10 shillings. We went to 23 shillings. But the problem is, maybe my friend here can bear me witness, there is a bill. A big 2016, 2017. Yechai. Eka hetigo mpaka Senate. Brightin, agriculture is one of the devolved functions. Agriculture, they must function even to the full devolved. Agriculture and health. Agriculture, you take the right people at the county level. Lazima go to at the county level, starting from the county assembly, the kind of people that we elect as members of the county assembly, and the kind of a person we elect as a governor. Bono igumu governor Kisi Simbarati na watu bosiwore as per that law that was passed, both in the Senate and the National Assembly. You can Google, you get it there. I and they say lakini mbona asengi chochikateri chile temeri na ende kana kwa na chikateri ndio gota sama gobiara manene bakaenda baka monopolize echai bono eba batungaine tenga na without the barabuna ndo kwa ni chai ito what get rich ko dio to yorra maiga Brightin we need like people in leadership more especially local leadership and to the members ya agriculture once for all. So, as much as I want to agree there's a problem, equally I agree that we are the problem. What are the kind of people we elect?
You need the problem.
Yes, we are. Oje, don't worry, count assembly for 13 years now. It get to 15. Yeah, 13, sorry. Now, bill there, another one we referring to the andos. I don't know what that is. County there is any bill related to anything agriculture. Other than the copy and the paste, chilitoko rusiere suyatwale kara to amend to edit. Ono inchili ntonda atenge abadimire chai. Naro che abantu ngaba so ile react to gore chai. That is the greatest mistake we can make. Ekiagere to gore chai, etigara ko ikoyoka. Ema shoot go 50 shillings again 100. Brightin, as we are talking today, about somebody to take our 300 shillings a kilo in a money. Actually, Bakaria 200 a kilo. Why? Such things happened some years back at Bakatura. One on Tobacco. Brightin, I want you to look at this. You talk to a Togo chai, Naran, but I think in Avantoban. In the next 2 years, it's a never shoot the agile in Yatato kilo. That was always make. You don't give the get over. No, you get to went and I am motor melody, number to diversify. Omondo, you do what on the Brightin, put the language on your ticket. Butoren Subeke Kawiao, Butora Juruaiga, baking in the top of has avocados. We see into what the Cosmic. I don't know, as almost Koyako was in one of say to me, Ringam was a mechanical roche, a kiki guru. Ringam for 7 years, only 70 people. She the judge Ringam so poisonous to the soil. Okay. And also, Ringam to Cosmic attend the carrier. We have killed the high ground where we used to get food. So I don't know was guitar. In fact, actually Mugusinero Sikuisi, avocado na Brightin. Na tetekere Nyaribo, na Ikonge, and some few places. In Kanyori, to be a side of Kurmogondo, in Bitu Haide Chisese Chaka. Maybe I'll come to believe it, and I will put this. You can come one day and witness this. Now you want to be the people who will kilo, not kilo shilling Saba. Oh, to go with cut 10, the rest 7 shillings per kg. Okay, you send out yours. We need to accept. I got auto.
If I can interject, siasa. Yes. Siasa yechai. Usiyo me. Brightin get a whole day. To your quantity, because there are ways a ginger and chile to write you one better. Or to go bremo borai, because if we have the right policies, we have the right implementers, we can't go wrong. But I want to go to a Richikari, but Wago gas, Babore, you go battle. I want to go to a guidelines, you go to a gas, Chibore, so we are all to blame. Koru obochol tawakora, koru walito leadership watono set policies. Unabono. And I want to correct him. Sanganyira's time over at 25. This time we get 12. So Sanganyira's 13 shillings, not 10.
Not 10, yes.
Because that is quite a number. Why? Tindo kana agendo itara fact find boronge. Chi natoteba nga chikateri njira getunu chiko gere cha yabo yagenda igoro. Yes. One, maybe chi factory chabo cost of production yere zake sababu gani? Okonyora kana wale cha ekuru so mole mietundu bali straight to the factory. Let's accept nga leadership wetu kwa na each county. Na wachume we have failed to provide accessible chitundwali kira accessible na bega aliye ko yetundwali omusike Nyaribo era arengera etundwa ekitabe cha ekitambe go ike factory ya tubute chikiro quality asareke so abana atokochora baise ko abali myaba enabling environment echa ila 2-3 hours kunemera ego tu mero ya Isiri ya Saudi Arabia within 24 hours. We get that I don't recommend a factory tundubali paka 48 hours, sometimes paka 72 hours. Why? We will not provide that enabling environment. That's one. But it may be Bogikoyo, I take away 36 hours, I want to 12 was 20 hours. It's a good school match. That's one. Two, Mbale osati fund ego cushion numolemi. They imagined eba aramu ira jite chai. Wose mbaya magene jite chai. Wose kiangazi. Wose ese yiruane ese chiro ye chai ere. Abale mingo eba arosi ye chai. Nga kiwago kora. Bakana osi fund yabo yogo cushion numolemi nechi factory. So ekera wao netibo bebi. Nkoira na bale se fund yeri. Baru sigento ke kora no ba top up. But our cases region Jizone as they call it, we have no staff. Muna tuwaje raba director, wako soka batike ganja kerebusa.
Hiyo problem ni
no na to change aba baroro roboni ga tali ko begerande na to ba change na to ko le bintu to change ya to ko le bintu na mombe kamanda na to ko mo Nyaribo na to ko Brightin ba to ko ba ma boli this event ebi bi okora kana ali se chirere na yo ko ndo nyore chiro nembe iganja ngeyo go ta ko totelani. So I'm telling you, and this is a factor I research. They have reserves. Na bago sai dinga tuone ge chai bobe ekiro ya sare kire tikatoka da do rusi yisiringi sana isano to menda se kiri chiare onye ndi to bwate caution fund muneyo kanga sanganye yare waka na 12 na banda basabe na bani isingi sana ibere bamendo mure mijibe 19 kanga nturanga. So we must be able to educate abantu baito ndo baso jaka kusambana. That's very inject imani tumo direct on the by name and by relations.
Nyari want that to take this into samangana yipole
we are the problem. Exactly, we are the problem.
Yes.
But again, where did the rain started hitting us? Director no musiko gara rugara res GBDB ame ndata ngazo zo baka na direct mama utiko be director loko nyara bantu bajide bo yamba kaboki pata gete cheza pata kuburu ngaro yokuriyo bo director achiko kwani no muri nga yachi kushya kotoa ndarenga some days back ngatebanga one of the director aspirants last election ya KDDA ukanyora bezo talantu miyasitanze 600 akabadro mtu ngapi yambi that's 120,000 ono muntu koliki kuchiko kwane nabone bono Brightin, I want to agree with him. Tako imuka ngabona ngetuta etenga kututu kure chai chai trago sai tuko ata mamocho tako imuka ngana bantu nabona naiwa inga nyamira ngase na abantu bakati kuandamana na ndo ngire ngo uya bantu bakati kuandamana na bantu bataba etenda tinga boti bataba tunene chai kali manga nafta mu andamanire what will happen ena kata kwa agree no musawo yonga tigato tu arechi saf ekare mbure baturi tamagena mwari gina kimogo totereria abantu baito baba biya ono for example Brightin factory ya kuna boito factory ya oni chikire rusaba na 900 na 90 Bakaoni at $1.47 package auction price 1.47.
Yes.
Chile equivalent to 190 shillings. Kwa konyera munungu evotonera group mununga in Central Province. Ekaoni 158,000 kilos 644. You can imagine about 107,000 kilos. But about 154,000. Do you know how much they sold? At $3.80. Chivo translated to 490. Abantu abanotaka kubareta hamo tukuba ikeria. And this is why we have a lapse. We see to produce the best tea. Ekukula premium tea. You and me know and him. Twara etele boy go ga ja te yora to le uni chai to bwa.
Chai dengi. Chai dengi.
O chai to bwa te go ya. Mechi policy chata ba. No lapse in leadership. Ela tenga agriculture is a development. So agriculture, everything agriculture should concern the governor more than anything else.
Bado tubatala ndama andamano Nyamira Nyamira assembly batuoro kie deal ba hetili egokwana about agriculture.
That's it.
Kisi county batuoro deal ba hetili and copy and paste.
Yeah.
A particular deal egotil na coffee, egotil na piratsam, egotil na tea. Particulars. It's not there.
Okay, go to get it to what you give and trust go babu, Kerotwa, Pandamana Dishiba, Sensible Secretary. PDP is the Secretary General, what you say about the Total Mapia 2027. What can you say about it? What can you say about 2027 projection?
Unfortunately, Moralia, Navaria, Kenya to a continuous electoral cycle. Until go to a break. That's the unfortunate situation to kwenye oratory kuna Kenya. Chikura chiko era twachikora tarehe 8 August. August yetara era twachakire a campaign of the next cycle. Oyo bwetu lilia kumera abantu baye ngabono twabwiru tigatwe bange. Nande bago chaka miti ati bono murai twoibere tuwe tigatwe bange. Bono 2027 next twaro lies twaterete. Ya chakira abo straight on. That is where we are. But a roadmap now with a new commission in place, which we want to believe, and then get out of Kenya ida. It's a tuaveta. Do I say go Garanzanga, Kuranchikale, and the Jewish Kuibua. Chikurae, Tabio Yomanyete, Abuate Kura. Litugo Waka, Tabio Yomanyete, Aimokaga and Wake Kura. Chikura Chikora, the police station. Sure. Do I say Poganya? Mundo na kale Nairobi uko tangaza nyarebe onya to Oigara go. By the way, I'm sorry to say this na ni kule jana Oigara to kare migunga ki hii imeenda and it was a talk in the TV imeenda pakaba vota tana utekalanze na ndo maene isi umataka kwa abantu ngeke twairire banje twairire abantu babangira rero ngije kore session onya ore kiaje onya ore bairire bakanyoranga embeo ya birembe. I am not as a person and a party. We don't believe in leadership ya William Ruto, but I can tell Kenyans William Ruto taibe kura. Bali tu alikomo pinga ndote bangete na vota tana utina waidi asikabanze aka insight abantu baye bakaboka bakaenda bagake kura. And as a leader, you must appreciate your opinzani yao. Pakumu appreciate kenaro muya. But next time I want to do it better. Iya rekomoli. Lakini tuchago karanza watanga na ibede chikura. I don't want to go that direction.
Tuwe bange
biya. Kelikia bete biya no so biri. Tuwe bange biya. Tomako genda esijwa ndando wesubanganya umuntu itomo yanganya lebe nakaruka kanyete ngwayo akekura yao ubumwagamo ngake kura yao magenje ngomuntu raro choyejenji far from it akekura yao nyikanye bale rwali so in this mondo oyo kale Nairobi nani arotangaza mo MC magenje
ndara Nyaribo ala konanere ndisem ndotobola wa Kenya wachenji
inja sapaso nuna Charles na ndebune kiama ndoto geto boraibo Kenya bochenjiwe on various grounds. Really, at first, before personal as a Charles and as a party, we took a position of William Ruto. At one point, we were allies. We worked together. And the whole thing was the policies of bottom up, which was setting very well. But at one point, and I remember very well. During a meeting, yes. Now, Your Excellency, by the way, Kipruto Kirwa, before he walked away from him, we was in that meeting. Now, this thing looks very nice, but we are galvanizing Yabando in case we don't meet their demands. Abanda, Obago waiter. Osebago to eat. Because we are giving people too much hope and lawlessness. I cannot have the hustlers have their rights and water, which is a rights. But when you went it wrong, and truly, when we parted ways for reasons that it was not compatible, William Ruto went ahead and won elections. What the fear we had, because the young people, you saw what happened. They almost went for him. By the way, after parliament, the next thing it took an intervention. So this is what he was telling people. Sometimes so, and you not use so you don't. So we had given up and William Ruto and some of us who then that time we had given up and that is the time we got it wrong. So Kenya needs to change.
Needs to change?
Well, very much, because we Kenyans are being overtaxed.
That's it. Nyaribo, go on. Are you for change? Or are you
I am agreeing with my brother here in many of the things, though some know. Number one, a hopeless country is a doomed country. Any family any family equity. I'm sorry to use that language. Okay. So we must give our people hope. Why do people go to elections ever after 5 years? I think and we have got it wrong. That is why where my friend comes from, South Mugrango, they have had several members of parliament. If you count them, expectations unrealistic. Moraitayo asense yetomanyete na in America urakora through governments. I want to agree with him. Yes. We need the right policies and the right implementers. Now, oske Charles yote namba kadete go chenjia oborai, which is their democratic rights. Lakini wao uringa na ila go chenjia they are more confused than the government.
I will answer you because maybe even to
William Ruto, at some point they parted ways. We are in a democratic country. You choose what you think is right. Yeah. But again, ask William Ruto, especially party leader. Umuskumi magara. Na bantu baba semeni bintu bitima bariko kabitaba bakacharuka. Abantu baba they can do better than William Ruto. Many of them were in his government. Because they are extremely selfish. Brightin, tell me, cabinet secretary yesterday. For a year 2 or 3, so
you are supposed to
is okay. Number one,
yes.
Any government that comes to the office, but the projection, You can't be doing anything fast. For example, bila kabisa. William Ruto karaoja serikali 2022 William Ruto karaoja serikali. Inflation ni 9.0%. Inflation is now 4.5 halfway. Almost equal to nara ngirti mara almost you are 250 shillings. Bona ibo kiwe 160.
Nyaribo, to 2,500. I'm the one who's complaining today. We go Nyaribo. Whatever we sina, we na ragete marogoba. Paetente somebody kwa ngaki inga ki yubo sino bwalengi goro, chibese chalengo. Boni go sina bora abenza kibese nji. Yo ni tunene ni mtendo to bwate. Mukutaje kuja ukora pere chibese akubikiri muko. Because of Pujiri as you go to I can basically okay, basically what I'm going to how many people are on unemployment? What on basically? Very few. But I was housing. Housing is about to contractors. Like in operation. No, you're including Brightin. The only thing is housing. The only thing is yes.
Don't get who escaped my mind. Now not get to what was that issue? I'm missing the point that I wanted to give a rejoinder. What I want say William Ruto Tualengo. But what we are talking, a mood here in the country was not a very community. There is a mood of change. It is for again to care about one-on-one. So parting ways, it does not mean expectations by the Umurai. While I also strongly feel we need to change. Remember, you I don't know whether you are involved. William Ruto abantu bagaeta in the 47 counties. Across economic charter. Where economic charter abantu balokwana their expectations chikaba put into a policy document. Where did the rain beat them? Bakatika the economic charter. What's the economic charter ya Kisumu de yabweka ine ya Kisii, yabweka ine ya Trans Nzoia. So then how does you drop the economic charter? And I'm talking from somebody who has an information. There was nowhere in the 47 economic charters bottom up. There will be housing. Nowhere. I would want to pull the raw data. That economic charter of that particular county. Housing. You know, he has never been a member of UDA. In our manifesto, housing, it's not about the charter. No, yes, the economic charters was in the Kenya. I don't know UDA to begin with. You know, Kenya Kwanza is not complete without UDA. Okay, awesome. So it may have been in the manifesto because as we are all political parties, you borrow. You must check what your brother is doing here. Am I doing? You compare notes here and there. So it may have been in the manifesto ya UDA because Kenya Kwanza, as you can put it. In your own terms, the economic charters were temporary. So they were meant to wing the voters, which is a solid state and more reason why people are mad that you took our views, we were not listening. So, talk about the housing body. You have asked a very good question. Over having contractors, Kenya na Kirumondo Oliorumo I know Muslim believes in that one God. The housing tobata uchikwaga in this okwanere community demogusi ngoro kiwe eseba ajire bagori mu indi gose omondo ndebwense omoke omugusi gose mu indi obwade eduka yadu abosonga ogori we simiti ogori we chuma ngoro kiwe yagori tukorwa Not there. So what are we talking about? Brighton. We are not. We cannot afford to do anything. You matter what? Omondo rusie chuma China or rusie simiti ruseka yakorusi. So
you guys know the government. But we power
they don't empower the locals. They are telling me Nyamira ruseka roka rusibosongo no eliana. On the base omondo eroko agoliwe chuma agoliwe simiti agoliwe no ne binding wire.
Brighton, I happen to be in business. A businessman, iga kurigia se arakore saving. Uno musika kwa na mangane chai area.
That's a businessman.
Just a minute.
Not the government.
No, we are addressing contractors. He's asking why contractors are not buying materials shiga busongo. For example, ntobata few hardwares in Nyamira. It is 16 account with 3,000. If I can get 30 to 16 half price in China, deliver downside. Why should I go there? Because umuntu uriate kondi yokwagacha nere nata itanyo rengeri yaye a perception yinga bono ngasing into project ile serikali ngabona you become careless, you don't have the measures and the controls how you're going to spend. It's like they're not there. Again, to you can generate what they have and Tomba Tebanga William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza, UDA by extension, but the same way, they are inciting people, they are hiding behind the so-called Gen Zs and other organized groups, they never propelled to power. Nataka kutembea mtu cha shika. Kenya pediare, noera. William Ruto, kama utakuwa 2032. You will find yourself there. We are going to see that. We give elected leaders 5-year contract.
Yes. I give 2027 and 32. On your contract, you have 5 years. 2027.
That was our opinion. That's my opinion. Yes, my opinion. Of course, yes.
Now, the opinion,
Brighton.
Sorry, is that the opinion? Because you are supporting.
That is me. Because I will vote for William Ruto himself. That's me. My vote is properly kept for him. The earliest as a person is 2032.
Okay.
At what point did you condemn anything? At the inception, William Ruto is having his third term. The answer is obvious.
Na watu wote tuwasiro muradi mwata vyaba Kenya na bakusikia wata view indeed Oboyo 2500 bogo
so imo gramo gani kwesi man
Oboyo black and white is a donation period. Is a donation black and white. So talk why donation no kwenda bomame ngekwa mabere ngoi kanjira ngoni na bataka na kona ile mabere kwa mbele ba yesi nyamshi na kona 20. Oboyo is a purely donation. So from who? From Ukraine, from USSR. It's a clear donation. Again, the Oboyo onyo koro mulimi wa kuniro Oboyo boli na ikaftan. There is a Morocco. Oboyo kwa serikali mo goli ku Morocco. Abalimi bali mu abotumire gosimege bituma na moja abana top dressing. Obole mo boli kire Morocco, Oboyo boli kire Morocco, boli kire Ukraine, boli kire. That's pure Charles. Let's say again, the 2000 and we na a blanket condemnation. The 2500 is meant for logistics. Yo pake logistics ngakiboko rwali sebo yete port ngakiboko ika.
That's the most important thing.
Mbwari kuna serikali. Buoyo 7,000 mbona na serikali. Obwari inge in the commercial market. It was in commercial market. So we must say, bana badokwa na ngoma nyete mbaroje. So Oboyo gwa ngeji duka, obwa 7,000. Serikali ya ajire ime, ekera ya ajire ime. Now the 2,500 bako weka, those are meant for logistics. And sometimes we feel it's too high. Because kurushi Oboyo na ilo mbali ko para. No, there could be some small logistics. No, everybody bako it should be 1,500. Bali bako ime, kurwega gari go chiesto na bali bawe karanza iko ranga the right omulemi obeta allocated nero extra chisto
umuradia Charles iko ndio serikali ya Kenya Kwanza kasiasa wetu abisi myaka 3 yaire kene ngire yakorera muke
yakorire bintu ebibe ndi ngambara ko bakorire bintu umuradia let me tell you we are talking to house so holidays from 260 to 160 maybe according to Charles oboyo 7,500 to 2,500 maybe according to Charles sha korusuwena jabi and so discriminatory saf bunori to a universal approach. Yesterday Brighton, not yesterday, last week, sorry. Ina nini matatu kwa kuchika. Na cheta iga getembe mangana gete. Matatu ye imesiasa ikatami lilo mipele charge ya bateka. Lakini jaba and I'm happy in that vehicle there were 2 patients kwa ila very discharged yo mokuru Kirisa Marian uyo ndeko ruga ikaketi arechi. Okay. Abangina abubabire n'abantu baringira babu they confessed matatumi ina shahi twakanire 256,000 lakini abantu barisika chance and their likes batarite kuna kumanya Kenya ngirinde banyore simbandi we are going to election we must have a rematch without disclosing privacy umuntu acha with those 2 bills ya tabichi yakanire then I would withdraw my statement because we are in right as my mother first on no I shall pay for you have a chance to invite us after with those documents because what are we talking about and you want to yourself I'll bring by the way again the root special in no one of him the highest voice and consistently so Brighton even I'm a student of philosophy even when you tell a lie and tell it continuously it turns out that's what the root of government has perfected. Well, no, we are talking about everything is we are talking about Brighton. So I'm talking of university funding. It does. Like but we needed you see proof. No, what was the contribution of NHIF? What was the total contribution national of NHIF? And what is the total contribution of SHA? Nationally. Do you think Brighton
Nyaribo, I'm considering this interview. Or else we call it a
so or agenda.
No, just I'm asking a question here. Ira babona bankote abali na shango kolere. Na ino mobile time for implementation full. Do you think the SHA can work well? To abatangi by implement. What we are saying, we are poking holes, we are pinpointing where it is not working. It's up to them to pick what we are saying, but improve on that. Why do you think that the government has not implemented fully?
Who says that's not implemented fully?
I watched you and Sarah in the morning. SHA is able to A, B, C, D. You walk in, walk out.
Do you think that the SHA got rid of SHA?
Yes.
SHA, yes. Number one, NHIF was so discriminatory. NHIF can cover for this, cannot cover for this. Abantu baita saying intoxicated. Bantu abachari shaba tayari bali registered. If you're not registered within SHA, let people get on the outpatient they work with it. Okay, that's when I'll come with the statistics. You will come with it. Now I've crossed the chapter here. Who is the better option when you have said that data as by 2027 roadmap? Who is the better option for the establishment?
Who will take over? We have a number of civil ones. Quite a number of them. What I'm not a good fan of football.
Yeah.
I have a songo, but I have a keen interest. A team manager and a team coach will train around to 30 or more than that. And that's why you have to work the team with around 12. You have a team of buffet. At least when you want to name your first 11, you don't name it, take a moment at the training. You let everybody train. You watch. There are millions. But why did you choose the 30? Or come in training? From the 30, you will not narrow down to the best 11. Or take another 4 in case there is a or a substitution. That is the state we are. Why we cannot, we have a buffet. Why we cannot be pushed right now to name our candidate? No. As not afraid. Not afraid. We are not Kenya today, and we know the person we are dealing with. How smooth the person is. That you know what? You will see a lot of things happening to you, and that's why you must play your cards safely. At one point, we will, and the Kenyan presence. Kenya has been won the last 4 months. That's when we will name our candidate. And that's the candidate who will take William home. William Ruto will be a one-term president. And the president has been set. The president has we have to enjoy it. You see, sometimes Brightin, I'm a student of philosophy and politics. Brightin, multi-party in Africa. You might know there was autocratic systems here in Africa. You could hear the wind. And initially, we gave in. Now, whatever the wind that is blowing across Africa is a one-time issue. And it will blow with us. It's coming to us next. Let's mean to Brightin, our friends are not honest to themselves. When we walked in, we introduced ourselves. The Oigara Consult Mogrango, a Secretary General PDP. I don't know why I did not hide that. If you are they are gambling in darkness. And I want to challenge them.
Yeah. Why do you think that they are gambling in darkness?
There is no way you can say that you are hiding a presidential candidate. This is not an MCA candidate. You are hiding a presidential candidate and you can fail him in 4 years. I am happy that he knows who President William Ruto is. But he mentioned something.
Why do you need? Yes, why do you need Banem 1 year? Because
I just want to give an example.
Yes.
Team when they don't show committee, I'm a chiconaro or Rabantu Mogotomama Pema. I don't have about the fact because I can't have a Jessa Josana to do a village. American seats. So we be about the visa and to the and by the way, we have a candidate and we are waiting for their candidate. But again, I put one chance, a quick one. Look at the so-called official position. Provided by one, they got a shower. Rigathi Gachagua, when William Ruto was forming a government, what did Rigathi Gachagua say? If you are not a shareholder in this government, you don't get anything. And actually, Rigathi Gachagua, you can't take William Ruto an opportunity, and they can and who are in there. The same Rigathi Gachagua, or discriminated Chumusi, our friends have been open telling us, the same Kikuyus, left, right, center. Injenda nataka kuchallenge huyo mito Charisia. Huyo challenge. PDP. Mtobate biyama binne biyo mugusi. Kenya Social Congress, chumo sikia tatu kengere, Samson na tatu kengere. Kenya National Congress, musko yongo nyamwela, your neighbor from down there. Mtobate hupa, etikeni ya miraria, tobate issues, and again, our man was the brainchild behind the formation of UPA.
And which one is this again?
Now,
PDP there, yeah.
Na PDP yeah. And I can actually have a mobile. Let our money join the PDP. And all of us will make an option. Lakini remote Kenya, mtu inaru si wachi kwa na mara huiko. Mwana to what happened if you get to be NDC. I sympathize with our people. Umuntu estecha y'umuntu ntu unkansibike n'ubwaka chinkobi buchakiru chakano omwere Brighton. Mwana komotelera teba bantu bamutombye mure. Oyo minto Charles. Na betemere ma na ine no torenere only that zingine mtuache ukaanza wekero waka chinkobi from point 1 to point 7 my friend
what if they had a secret meeting?
Regardless, what we want is what comes to the public. Even the real corner and secrecy is none of our we are not having interest in
just
that. So nataka want to almost call you na ndio ndio hapa kusi asenge nchabu ndo kwa waile of course you bale wa issues no rote ni ndeba ta jamila njebone nataka kwa tereko umuntu yoto tiraja so BDP baje batutenga no warega abantu baje basanga kwe banga lakini
no accept aiseko korabo was ne condition yo goruera na attainable no kora no anjera ne totebe one time that's that you have so ganda bega
ukubana mai with the SMS kwenye ruhusa ile SMS
ganda bega
ila ba makosa
one and that is sometimes after you don't disclose your best prayer the first 11 we are giving them a decoy one year decoy okorwani buna litwa ebikondo byaje mugondo mwasi ba masakara ebikondo byoje mbaye konyegeri ebikondo byabuganga no muntu so but we are giving them the best decoy Gashawa we know Gashawa himself and I don't want to say kumubegera magana munu but I know where is Koran that is, and we must give you the why that decoy. Why do you think that's no? Yes, said several that is going to happen. I know, because I also don't want to advise the match. I know we have sat in back room.
So we believe you are out of Gashawa because Gashawa said openly is going to run, and in fact he made it even more serious.
Believe me,
I said, and I'm not going to run. My wife is going to run
as by the road. Kenya,
no, that's debatable. That is debatable. What I'm telling you, you know, to kwanera moina. No, you know, what that confusion. They know William Ruto Mujago event. Omogako yokonya begene ngo motebiale na ndo yakire otebia ndo bayenga hey. Mo batenga ndo jo twale candidate. Stakes. Mkwara le team ya ine ko balet no na wao. But we want with that Raila Odinga. Na babande. Ekarwale Western. Ko bako tebinga 2027 na baibere Western ya gocha. You see, we betenga no ankindi kinaikananzi tekero. So those are the theatrics. And sometimes when you want to play your cards, now I don't display your cards to your enemy. Display your cards to your the enemy knows that you have the cards. Yes. Yes. But what matters, how do you tell your people? And then I don't opposition will field one candidate. Not now. At the right time, that will do. And then when I go to Aromo, but it reduced into a 2 horses. Like last generation, we had 4 candidates running for presidency, but it was reduced to 2. We can have 10. Hey, that's democracy. We will have 10. And what again? Don't get a chance to and the key Amanto Kenya Kwanza sympathizers or broad based rivalry in Bakonya Gotalita. And let me tell you. So, that is for Fred. But what I know, what informed that? Fred Okemo Matiang'i is making his friends across board. Why does it sound? I can get then this year, Jubilee. Get over a big cry. I can get this year, PNU. I can get this year, PNU. Just to interject. Why was it not an issue? Just to interject.
You are out the miles of my SMS.
When Fred went to Jubilee NDC, it was too loud in media houses.
Who was making that noise?
Just a minute. In print media, it was very bold. Front page. Uhuru Kenyatta is going to hand over Jubilee.
So you believe so?
Just a minute. Uhuru Kenyatta. I'm talking about what was on the news.
No, what did it
and they were celebrating that, and they were waiting for that. But for those of us who understand this politics, we were just reserved and waiting to see things.
No, you see,
we have around 12 minutes.
By the that is a matter that of conduct that we must clarify to my whatever you are saying, that's a creation in media. A creation of the other people, and all that. If it ever came from Freddie or the people who want those matters here, which I have not won, I have never had it from Fred. I never had it from Jubilee. So, Fred went to PNU, Fred has gone to Jubilee, Fred in the near future, you see, we saw Raila grace about NDC of about 7 political parties. It was not an issue. So Fred will regress NDCs of political parties friendly. Including PDP, when I will be doing my NDC, they will choose to as my brother.
Allow me to read some SMS here. It will be an issue because we have around 23 minutes to wind up this program because of time. And we wait to hear them to be sincere. The government has indeed done some visible work that cannot be denied. But the root of the matter is this: when it comes to essential areas like healthcare, education, and the cost of living, things are clear not work. As citizens, we must acknowledge this reality. People are struggling, students are suffering, and the basic services are failing. It's time for leaders to stop living in denial and start addressing the real needs of the people. That's what we want to carry. I think Felicia said turned. The Kenya government has tried to brainwash Kenyans on their social health authority SHA by presenting it as a magic solution to universal health care, using heavy political rhetoric, patriotic appeals, and the promise of affordable medical care, yet avoiding open discussion on the hidden costs, mandatory deductions, inefficiencies, and corruption risks. However, this narrative is collapsing because ordinary citizens are feeling the burden of forced contributions, poor public hospital service remaining unchanged, and the skepticism is growing as people realize the scheme benefits political heritage more than struggled families. I think hii ya export mojama sitasoma kwa sasa kwa sababu natakanga message ikuje na utulivu na ungwana. Sitaisoma kwa sasa, so I can't read it because I'm not allowed to read. I respectfully disagree with Honorable Nyaribo. Nyaribo, the government is far from right. I respectfully disagree with Honorable Nyaribo. The government is far from right. How can it be when Kenyans are struggling daily with their unbearable cost of living? As university students, we are facing serious setbacks from delayed and inadequate funding, especially for modeling programs to ongoing lecturer strike that have paralyzed learning. Yet some leaders insist things are okay. Sometimes we just need to accept the truth. The system is broken, and systems, especially the youth, are paying the price. It's time we have to stop sugarcoating and start acting. Duncan Ombano Njiri out the one wale kurota jiri wa manyamati basi kuna sis enjoying the program so much musulugi so kuna sis and another given the current debt crisis, rising cost of living and slow job creation, do you believe any political formation ahead of 2027 as a realistic economic roadmap, or we simply sky promises can be funded? Number 2, Kenya politics has been dominated by broken coalitions, betrayal, and corruption scandals. From your analysis, what makes you think the 2027 roadmap will be endeavored, or should Kenyans secret with new actors? Number 3, every election cycle, we are told Kenya will move toward issues-based politics, yet ethnic alliances still dominate. For your perspective, what structural or institutional changes must happen before 2027 to make the roadmap genuinely about policies and not personalities? I think mwenye walete maswali yanakuja kuboliwa. Good morning, Brightin. Past my greetings to Honorable Charles Oigara the SG BDB, and my great friend Honorable Nyaribo tuna watch kutoka Machakos University. Dennis Maeli Monene, Pro Charles, the SG BDB, for you as you educate our people and the pride of politics in Gusii and Kenya at large. Yes, sir. Bless out the Vana Nkwaneli Nyaribo. Motev Nyamira ni Rwalete ko Kenya. So he's saying Kenya of democracy kuna shida kubwa sana. Asante sana, hizo ni baadhi za zile SMS nimesoma asubuhi ya leo, lakini kwa ungwana na utaratibu takara tutokora eta April show na saa. We have rules and regulations. Uwezi tuma message mbaya tusome wani. So you should rethink before you send us a message. That's categorically. We don't tolerate mambo unaleta uchochezi nini na nini, no. Imagine, I had one leader saying that chochote unaandika kwa mtandao, it will even affect your family. One day bibi yako ataenda kutafuta kazi, tojeke mtandao, tawatabina kurakanyira. So you should be careful with the technology ya achiri. Sawa, ini question na rupo maido ikatoa tena. Because tunawaka ni yake
biyamono. Yes. Biyamono na ende mtawenga etaya go take that precautionary. Yes. Because kero mundu nabwata ubusibule bwo gukwana, but ubusibule bwo ombo etani obwana gosobwa Nyaribo gosobwa Brightin by the time ogoikera okomorama. By the way, abusing is not correct. You can disagree with me respectively. Like we are disagreeing almost Nyaribo and quite a number of issues, but respectively. I have not taken time komorama, I take time konda. And even those leaders, like Ruto was in this corner, Raila was in that corner. Your own relative, your own friend, you mumanya not one-on-one. Injenaye okwanda ameteka ba personal. So
are we using the same script?
Yes. Musko kali na iwambia mono muske monene bia mono na abande mwenzi wakwane. There is this one oboli goro ya what do we think the narrative of broken alliances.
Yes.
Indeed. Kenya is full of betrayal. Yes. But even when there is that betrayal, a few elements, a few policies may be betrayed. But if the main objective and the delivery to the people, so be it. We can take you the memory line on NAC. They are unbogable, the Kibaki Tosha and all that. There were unmet MOUs. To Kenyans, to make a judgment, they thought this was personal. But the bigger picture of the coalition NAC then, Kibaki delivered it. But the petroleum, which I believe was more personal. So Kibaki, yes, he may have betrayed a few of his allies then, but the bigger picture, Kibaki delivered, and no Kenyan will accuse him of betrayal. Kenyans will remember Kibaki for his delivery, the economic delivery, putting Kenya on the right road. So yes, we can't rule out this betrayal. It happens world all over. World all over. Even those generals who go to a coup d'etat, by the person leading the generals and Pendua Selkari, then all of a sudden somebody comes in and they change the general who helped him take power. Those are all betrayals. But we are saying we are taking this thing cautionally, and that's where I could want to partly agree, Nyaribo, in this propaganda into this journey.
Yes.
We must go to the cautious, like the choice of political parties. We must go to the precautionary. Gashawa, impeachment Gashawa has taught us something that even when you talk about this about Pake ga wacha ko ngi yanga ya onye soke. Maka ande soke ko mwane. To wo cha nda ba ya te bwana da tu ya ma lo ke uniform ya. Go ko ngure yao na bon kwira na se li ro ko ya. Tin ta ma go nyomba. Osa. Ga sha wa ira na go chibuo ya. Osa. E ga na so no le tu su dia ba nyane ba irete. So this is also I work it is also addition to Quran ngaki. As Fred is making consultation with political parties, but I know he has not settled on any one political party. That I'm talking from a point I know. So
yes, you want another Jibwin? I've been informed that the Madagascar president and Rajoelin has dissolved the government. This comes after 22 people died in youth demonstration against frequent water and electricity shortages.
He did yesterday.
Yes.
Thank you, Brightin. Nataka ko rejoin as a muske church atigiri. Political petrol is with us, and it will go a little bit longer with us. I like to, especially those who are playing national politics, should and must come with open hands. Unfortunately, they are hiding cards, like my friend is saying. Whoever gets an opportunity can start the daga against his own brother that fought with him. Between Jeremiah Kiones Jubilee, Malala, who is the deputy party leader DCP, Gashawa himself, and other players in that coalition, they don't trust each other. This is what I want to tell you. What the space? God forbid, if our man is going to be made a president, like people are saying, if he's going to be made a president, because this is what is the public domain. There is someone somewhere with a big chunk of votes, and they have mentioned 7 million, 700. After that 7 million, Charles, a president, he will be a slave of the person that they brought the biggest chunk of votes. And they are not even afraid. They are not even shameful. Back to where I said, we have been around for some time. We have been players in these politics. There is no coalition that has successfully completed its stuff. Show me one. For example, William Ruto case. William Ruto came to power. He was elected on August 2022. And he was sworn in January 2023. By 2024, we were on the streets, uprooting anything uprootable, banning police stations, federalizing business, causing mayhem. 1 year in office. The second year, we know what happened. Like, now I want to agree. How did we get where we are? Including economic charter scam. Abantu bachiriga mbata kiteba onye. You have no option other than work with enemy. And some of the things must be put aside for the purpose of the country going forward. In Japan, like he said, I never believe we will have to work together with the Raila Odinga. But yeah, na in the Raila Odinga, what I will have to go. In Japan, you can imagine politically where we are. So in general, as we move towards 2027, let us not be emotional. Let us approach that direction with sobriety.
That's very nice.
Let us wait and see what happens. And whatever happens, let us accept. What operators, for example, we have seen people uprooting and destroying public properties. For example, supermarket in Chasam. As we are talking, there are jobless people back in your room at the supermarket. It's my prayer that we don't get there. Politics is a competition of ideas and shrewdness, like my friend said. If you are more clever than the other, I am telling you, unfortunately, we may not deliver.
Nduna musinga itorojo as we end up because we have 10 minutes. Nduna musinga itorojo.
Omo usiye tara at crossroads. This is me. And this is my opinion. We are at crossroads. Ntoma ita stoji. Yes. Omo ndimu usiya sana bono ya tamanye dina tala ngaganto kwa teke ama ya bibi. So tigete mete. Chance and the party leader and a few people are struggling with it. UPA is struggling. You know, we see good thing that they don't know who Murango Nyana will not forbid. It's on the main street. Kenya Social Congress, you must get something that Gangere, Musani on it. A party aye, here, Facebook worker. If you must go, you go, if we look for it, we may not find it. It's somebody's briefcase. Aba kusiaba bado kucha bado ikiti pati echiamo igaba toteninga nao tigato tu maybe DPA asabiku. Sama ule think. Lakini anasema azona ndo tunataka na isiga. We are at the crossroads. Sasa ito we are at the crossroads. Yeah,
I want to say all these political parties and the briefcase, by the way, because for you to operate, we are a regulator, or you are the register of political parties. Yes. And for your information, the three political parties who are mentioned, UPA then was in Asimio. The three political parties, after what we thought of how do we engage as siblings. Sibling rivalry. We came together and made a coalition that the Taifa Democratic Coalition, that where we operate from. Fortunately, we are our numbers put together as a Togwata leadership in this account as a minority coalition. That's how we edged out UDA by us coming together. So all the Kenya National Congress and PDP, they are feasible in their own rights. Two, I would want to say, Omogusi, we are in the table as a siasa ya Kenya kurambwa. Every opposition, the ultimate kinaona kana bagusikie biche ngo factor bali ngaga bagusikie kyo mugusigochi. Even in government, unaona kana bagukwana bintu byabo ngo kwana bale babege to mugusi in mind. What mugusi where we are. Ntori another business AOB. We are the agenda. Whether to be crushed or to be used to be Ose tube kuna interest tulanya kukwana. That's where we are. First, to answer your question, we are in the table as a national agenda. Two, we are aware we have two able leaders Bakure community that are checking cover a presidency. Umuske Meritas Maraga wants to run this country. Umuske Fred Matiang'i wants to run this country. And we are no seka. Because Montoka show you the interest. You pakumu kwane. And otherwise, that is the way Montara is kwana Kenya ngaba kusinaba kebati yochia. No. The same way, totally dismiss at the national level is the same way I could want to respect. It's a person I could count. Because don't be the first one. Let's a time will come to change. So we know Omoske Fred is engaging all these political parties. And they will give it a name for a coalition. So people are reading too much for him. He knows. We've sat and he's been told there is no political party bouncing back to leadership. Ebe Kanu, ebe NAC, ebe PNU. So he knows. To leadership. So he knows. But they are also allies. So you can't ignore their support. So he's engaging these people left, right. And we all know, whoever will be the candidate to your position will not even learn from his own political party. Will learn on a coalition ticket. So let's not those the naysayers. Kolijo is too much and now it's being crucified. We know very well. Jubilee is difficult to bounce back to leadership when I discover the first one on Yego Chikoba. Because from history, it won't happen. So we don't think PNU was Kibaki. He has never bounced back to leadership. NAG has never bounced back to leadership. Kanu has never bounced back to leadership. Even who's TNA, he ran from TNA and Jubilee. So Ruto Monyene, no, Bamiga and Jubilee. Second guy, I go to now and mark my word today. Ruto Monyene may not defend his seat using UDA. So So in our telling now, as wise as we are giving you the naysayers. The one time people are giving you decoys to fight with. Inuruananga matianginju biliane, moja kwa janga tayo. Inuruananga opposition mbali kwa inuruananga mara kamondo, moja kwa janga. Who says you? Karonzo can solve even Namatian Narati. But from the blues.
Okay, that's it.
We'll beat you.
Nyaribo, your closing remark because of our time.
My closing remark.
Yeah. You have around 1 minute.
Yeah, my closing remark. I'm to host. They invite us again and give us time. We research on whatever that we discuss. In Nyaribo, and United Opposition. All the best. Naendelea inanjira nena huyo mtocha singa chubiriero tulipa zibake produce president candidate. That's a dream. Ege mtogembe nkeri nataka wanjira na nomo governor Kisi county musikesi Mbarati na abataibo rongeto tarikoiwa ikarota bwatie mabere go kunywa mabere yechirani mbono tu abaira abangiti to an extent nga mabere okunywera yabieka emyaka yetu twatiginete n'ekyombe kyaba amate cyare kurinda abana engombe bwata mabere bono iga ne serikali yerororo muntu yotagete ingoto sugume go chime so sino imase serikali etari toli musani bumugusi nade ko ba advice tigomo gusiyo asa serikali na oyo muntu se vano so no mara no mano muntu jaba tiabunde tigaba ate bindo bara ate ko asa serikali azmaja azmuta bitageti lakini kwa totaringa tu goto ba kwa tuchime so sino ime honestly you are not doing any good to me finally
so sino me that's a strong one.
No, so sino meaning you are not in the government.
Gore usirauji the bush.
Ama ndeka rota di mere mona bono omuske na bara tikuburi chikure karori ziko okurije ndo tabwa nuri orore gawo di ndi ndagarte abugata igotinda timine tingori orona are mo advantage kumugwa. But what I'm saying abagusi tigato tuare order. Number 2, tutuare a focus. Number 3, tuterekene. Tutiko na kwebisa bisa igas to ikira bono igense ya ngainire. Tebya abante kene inchenya rebe ile ndongo gineke bakuange oseba kwanje. Nataka kwata na candidates omuske chacha tabire mbali musiba bere. But we are a democratic society. Na abantu bagatete ni abanengo takireti nyarebe ngeto okora ki so what? So what? We are in a democratic country. Yes. Let us respect other people's opinion like we do. Lakini mtu yuko watenga ki ibange mtu urigiti isilo bakushova ibange bija. Ekiwa maheribi. Roje sigiri buiko tayari. Buiko ya mtoka ndebitu jamii kioni Uhuru Kenyatta Gachagua Ungwaro Chembere North candidates with the degree of DCP. Magarini DCP candidate ya with the. So that speaks volume. Ida nanka pick one of the houses. Chira tuchagaje. Insajinde ndo bada tele chindigi. Nobo nyasi mubagaje. Insajinde.
That's very nice. Just
Mbiamano Brightin ne Taya TV as our time to share nine. We are taking your feedback very positively. Even no kero total kwagiri on March is better to have a new mind. So we look forward to engage Magwasa to Rusan. So again, as a community, we must be very careful how to engage. And I'm telling you, whatever Morojen put my brother, last time we had Matagarwa and Gashawa, the bigger population voted one way. The noise is very necessary to give people time to penetrate. Coerced to one, but this time let's think because again, whatever we are correct, whatever leaders they are still on the line of consultation. So itamondo ngatari na intwe because miaka ebere motu woniga igana lili atukutetwe Biblia kwa tandeli ajere kagacha kabata cornerstone. Whoever ole sare boniga onya taiko burukania morembe onya taiko burukania bo mugumu gusi tikabo radio no ene ngoko deliko twaje sukuma amatoka abande mali batige na yako beko igene ko irana yabeka. So let's give our leaders time, they engage no ane karago chagocha ondache na basani bayo. But overall, know that this time we must be better and place our best foot forward. And our best foot forward as of now, because again, why I'm not agreeing with name our candidate one year is too early. Anything can happen. That's why those who almost kemaraga kagotara motigatare n'abantu bayagukwani n'abagusiba mwabagukwani almost kematianga gotara motigatare n'abantu bayagukwani. But overall, a time will come when we will say this is our best foot forward. About mbabulio mwelia. So that opposition in amatian to buate bueka. God forbid anything bad can happen. Otokwira na back to the drawing board ngaka kitokora kubara ro muga kondera ro ndebetiga aga ebitwan ko bibero mo kibikora bigukora kora tura nyenye motigende tiga bigenda byonse biragore omanya ko manya ngeye kora kora saa 7 na rombo nyenya ntigerie kora kora saa 9 so we will get appropriate ntwani ge kora the right time the saa 9 jabo tuko ndo wese go konyanyende as of now.
That's very nice. Tetuko rasi litkorero murobiri ngo to kobana sanya ngitita tuminane litkoriangyo elitati urobawusi watwalinge na Evanis Nyaribo kurwa second nyumire za British analyst watwalinga Charles Oigara nigo ale homo second general kwikiama ya PDP nigo bonsi kubira bakwana tuminane kinga kikinde na litati urabu bawusi.
TV Oborabu Wagusi
Twatire kuma maine twatire kuma Geni uhuru maine otire kuma Geni uhuru maine otire kuma Uhuru superstores Uhuru superstores Uhuru superstores
Eduka ya Uhuru Superstores Limited Kisi Wana nigo ya ihoire first class showroom Yabire ntanga nigo chakiwa Hasorogongorwa South Nyanza na South Rift Sabateja Bago chaberorera mabati au Kuruase company ya mabati Rolling Mills Nigo babuata bataramu Nechibundi bago korosire bunota keire gochora amabati ayura agachire umuche amone chinyomba chiri yasara au babuata mabati yechi warrant kure myake 5 ebere wiki myake 50 bunabono Chaco Grey, Tile Red, Brick Red, Sky Blue, Maroon, Chocolate, Amora Yanda Mange. Uhuru Superstores baigo nige bwati machine kire chiko chokania erangia elio konyora erangi uganetie emanyikaine buna Crown Paint Color Mixer nigo bwate chibundi abo barakwe abo semiguri chirangi aho chakira economy kuika premium ichuranyare gwaka isiko na ime chinyomba elikororoka na buya kuruase company ya Crown Paint inyora Uhuru Superstores nero yoka sorogongorwa South Nyanza na South Rift Jabire ntanganiko igora first class showroom ya mabati Rolling Mills Hamboigo Otware machine yogo chirangi cha Crown Paints emanyikanete muna Crown Paints Color Mixer korwa USA ile korenta obo koreli inka Ouru Superstores lige gotoko muchibu songo. Ouru Complex angena Safaricom. Voiga, babwatu rosagia ronde imea JM Towers. Ijuera angena Credit Bank Kise. Baakere simia se namba 011 1161 500. Gusoma kere email info@ourusuperstores.com. Ouru Superstores, the people's choices, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibo nyumbani.
Ukize machozi tata. Injua songo marana maya chiroro.
Mwanchumuli ya bweta TV kera litukolie ikiana na mwana litukolie Jumanne chinsaibira na bego chinsanye ni gotokomera naye elitwa ko manyonsi buna kolekanire kurwa chinkongo au
Nime yeki manyererio Jumanne na nigora bego kumirana na inche Evelyn Osero
na inche Eric Bosire
tokubwatira na bari kibaito ro kumanyanara yabereka watka kurwa se chinsinyo au imes ya Kenya na se orogongo rwa gusi
Nyaribo igontunyara kabato twara baraya na mwana kurwa sensemelia ya gesiasa komulekeronsi buranyara ko bakao kolekana ime na isiko yensi ya Kenya
kera litkoria Jumanne ime yeki manyererio Jumanne ime yetaya TV
oborabu wa gusi
Super Medical Health Center Kise nige kumanya ngamba bwato burwalia asamarwiri buna brucellosis, infertility, stomach ulcers, weight management, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, kidney problems, spinal problems, arthritis, asthma, family planning, blockage, skin diseases, amuna yanda mange.
Maria Tangoro Kurosi Mora, Super International Medical Center gotoko muchio Kisi. Ango chitole twarwaria marwaire mbali na ende twanste kurwari mwaka wa 2011. Kero wachire nyagitari yeito tubwate chimashini chigo komuleka. Mubero mugima wanse ro mutu bakaise. Igonto bwata Mario gako bakora. Mario ga yakuru Los Angeles, California na ende twararwari ko 2011. Ande kero kwarinire gari astogotoka na boika se Kisi Paris otwakere simu. Amario gaito aro siri kurwe mete mbali. Lakini naende tabwati chemicals kende kego chikugu affect yale original kabisa.
Nyirabono murwaire ni gato komokorero buringoria nyumotaramwa amariogo. Super Medical Health Center ni gotoka somo chubu songo angena Kisi Town Catholic Parish asamange. Bakire simia sinamba 0712 526764 wose 0736 888230. Super Medical Health Center. We treat, God heals. Ina kwabere gukurigia chibels cha mitumba au asiriguri yoranyare kwikeria Mama Tifi mitumba neduka emba ukegima asomo chobosongo ya chirenkuma asokonya bells au asiriguri yoranyare kwikeria mabwate bunabono jackets, school bags, mixed bags, hoodies, baby light, house towels, ebikoro tubyabana kwikabanta bane, curtains amone bindebinge. Inyura, ibyonse niko birase kerengo kya grade 1 kuruchise cha Canada, UK, USA amona China. Boigo, nkorobara mayigiri yogo chase bali batagetigo cha bakorobonchoreria bwa mitumba. Niko bagotoka Kisi Town Imperial Building, ground floor opposite St. Jude's Building.
Karibu Mama Tifi mitumba, emisigo yaitogere misigo grade 1. Mesigo eremia na ndi mesigo tokwana na siligo lirirense sana. Ekaroro magani kunyara toligo kwa mafundisho ngana kiungana to chake biashara bya mitumba. Naenda abange siko gali nkwebuli balenga nimbwate bibesa bikeigo nkinda nyare ko bagingo kora. Wakali bishiro asema Mama Tifi mitumba. Otini chibesa chiriyo bwate. Elinde tunyare ko bato wikaransa. Tunyare ko manyanga musigo kyota kere ko bagogo chakera oyuru muya ligoli lili kasi chiri obwate igo bono kera nyari kana ngano obwate chiri busano eli busita tu ikaransanka aligo kubolinga inkina akore
asamange bakirisimiase namba 0727081605 gose 0727574835 nigo bakwigora amatukonse sheiki mama tifi mitumba obokoryo bya bwa mitumba origene.
Karibu Mwalimu International Hotel Kisii kwa mandhari ya kupendeza. Tuko na vyakula vitamu vinavyopikwa na wapishi waliohitimu kama vile samaki, nyama choma, kuku na aina zote za vyakula vya kienyeji. Conference hall kwa kufanyia mikutano aina yoyote, vyumba vya kulala vya hali ya juu, vinywaji mbalimbali kwenye bar na restaurant, mahali pa kubarizi, mchezo wa pool table na parking ya